Good afternoon, traders. I'm going to start this video off looking at the market internals. Starting off looking at the E-minis as usual. We finished up 13 points today at 1283. It's been basically the usual run up during the evening hours, and then when we get up the market's gapped, and it basically was a gap and go. 1280 was a big level. We approached that. They're looking for 1300 now, since that is a psychological level. Every pullback has just been a buying opportunity, and it continues to be that way. NASDAQ finished up 20 points today. Look at this amazing move. At 2306 we put in the high, pulling back to 2305, up about 0.8%. And the Russell finished up about 6 points today. Now I'm looking at the futures for all these, so just keep that in mind. These aren't the direct cash indexes. Next, we're looking at the US dollar index, which finished down about 25 cents today, which isn't a lot. We were looking for that move up to the 82 level. That's right around where the 200-day moving average is. We didn't get that. We got a pullback. So right now, this could be a buying opportunity. In a moment, I will show you the euro versus the US dollar pair, because we took a long on that 3 days ago. Crude finished up again today. We hit a high of 92.39. 95 seems like it's very near term. I know 93 will probably be tested and then by week's end. And that leak that's going on in Alaska has really nothing to do with the price of crude right now, because the drawdown on oil that we had today came in with the large supply, which any other time would bring the price of oil down, because demand is what drives it higher, and people thought since that leak was going on in Alaska there will be more demand, which is causing the price higher. So you can't even trade off fundamentals right now. You just got to stay with the momentum. Gold looks like it's definitely going to 1400. Now I don't think the selling is over just yet, but right now we are long gold, and our ABX calls were very active today, and ABX finished around $50 a share. And once again, I'm going to bring all this up on the big chart. I'm just giving you a quick glimpse. Semiconductor stocks were up once again, which also caused one of the reasons for the NASDAQ rally, finishing up almost 2% to a high of 440. And I'm not sure how much longer these semi stocks are going to remain going up. I can't wait till Intel reports tomorrow. Right now we're looking at the advancers versus decliners, and today we had 2,181 advancers versus 855 decliners. Over the last few days, if you're looking back here, this is actually wrong. This was Friday's data, but the decliners had control, and then we overtook control on Tuesday, and then the bulls have been in control ever since. And the last thing we're looking at is the VIX volatility index for the S&P 500, finishing down 65 cents, about 3.8%, which is a pretty heavy move for something that really doesn't have a large range. 1624 was the close. Taking a look at the E-mini S&P 500 futures off a 1 hour time frame, our next level is 1285, then 1288, and of course the 1299 half to 1300 psychological level. Now tomorrow the level we need to watch for support is 1277. If we hold above that, things are looking good to approach and start taking out the next resistant levels on our rise up to 1300. With a pullback below 1277, I presume that bulls will use that as another buying opportunity. So find your favorite stocks that have pulled back and look to start getting long until things have changed. We still have an ascending 50-day moving average off of the 1 hour time frame, and we're still holding a key critical level of 1266. So I'm definitely bullish. Another thing to note, look at the ascending volume. Now a lot of this is because during the holiday season you did see the volume diminish, and also it used to be back in the old days when there was bad snowstorms in New York and Chicago and stuff, the traders wouldn't be at work, which would cause light volume. But now, being that we have 70% of our volume coming from algorithms that could care less whether there's snow or not. That's also a reason for. Next, we're looking at gold futures. Looking pretty decent here after we bounced off the 1252 level, and we're right around the 50-day moving average and the 20. The 20's declining, but if we could get a move back up to 1395, it will start ascending again, and so will the 50, and then you see the 5-day moving average is ascending. Now, something interesting to note, we still have a sell on the PPS, which is why I'm not totally bullish. Short term, when we are holding above 1382.30, I am bullish, and I do believe that 1400 will be tested again. My theory is that there's going to be a lot of supply in the 14 to 1405 area. And that's why we're taking our precautions. Currently, like I said, I am long gold until we slip below the 1377 level and hold, and that will also be a reason for the 50 to turn down. I remain bullish. As for crude oil, trading 346,000 contracts today, we're holding above 91.62, which is our new support level. We have an ascending 50, which is also another bullish divergence. So pretty much I'm still bullish. If we came down to, I say, the 89.44 level, even 89.03, that will be my opportunity to get extra long and just keep buying this thing up. If it stays in this range, I'll be happy to take longs whenever I can. Now, looking on the daily chart, look at the volume over this past week. This entire move has been on heavy volume, so definitely bullish on crude still. Okay, now so taking a look at the Euro US dollar pair. Like I said, I was long earlier in the video. You see this low that we put in right here in the beginning of December? We drew our price level. This is just basic technical analysis all the way across. We have a strategy, and our strategy is when we get below the prior low on a daily time frame, even it works intraday as well too, then you see a nice little bottoming hammer which causes a move back above the low. We get long. So our long right here was 2 days ago around 129.5. Okay, then we put our stop fairly tight right under the prior low. We just caught easy money here. Now we took half off today and we're keeping half on, and our stop is right below the prior low, which is right around 129.10. Our key level is 130.80.09. You can mark this down right here. So if we hold this, I think that there's a chance that the euro will move back up to the 132.50 level. Alright, so the last thing I'm looking at is the SOX index right here, which is the semis. Look at the daily chart. It's just been consolidating. Before this consolidation, we just went higher around 440, which is the high we tested today, 440.02. It's not if, but when these start slowing down, and that's going to be a reason for us to the market to top out, at least in the NASDAQ, because when we went down back here in August and you saw this whole decline, this was because of the semiconductor stocks coming out with their guidance saying that they saw the growth and demand slowing. And then we came out here, and during this whole move we remained in bad news. We were the bad news bears during this entire move. After we got up to the July high, that's when they came out and started saying some positive comments. And that's what caused a lot of this other leg up in here. So right now, like I said, we'll just keep watching it. We think that there could be a pullback tomorrow if we hold below 437 to 431, and then you might want to start entering another position if you think that we're going to head to 1300 on the ES, which will also cause the other markets to move, like the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the Russell, which all move in correlation with each other. Two stocks to show you. One, RFMD. They make microchips. I'm going to do a segment on them in the next week because I think this stock really has a lot more upside to go when more things are using this technology. And the next stock is Frontline. I got long 5 calls today, 5 contracts of calls around the 2640 level, and I'm basically just scaling into my position. My stop's at 26. Just to let you guys know, I'll keep you updated Have a good day, traders, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.